have any questions for me. Okay.
Okay, I'm
Let's
just gonna go ahead and just
again. Yes, please.
keep
So
like
this
mentioning.
is go.
Sorry, go ahead.
So this is going to be a session where we will see the results of your testing, or something else.
Well, well, actually, yes, I guess you could say to the results of our testing because, but I will actually walk you through all the test cases. Like, just I
Ah,
won't be just like sharing screen. I'll be actually going through the application and going through that. Do you prefer that, or do you want me to just tell you the results? I think if I just go through them, it might be easier, and will be because we're recording it. You guys will have a reference to go back to. What
okay.
do you prefer, though?
Yeah.
Yeah,
In
that's
my
fine.
actually we are fine with actually we are fine with both. You can show the application. Should be okay.
Okay,
So we
inshallah.
can see. Yeah, we can see for ourselves everything. Inshallah. That's fine.
Inshallah. Okay. So I'm trying to sign out. Okay, so I'll start from basic. I'll create a new account. So by the way, this thing doesn't work on this, eh? I can't keep doing.
What's up?
Wait, why isn't this thing?
Just enter like a random email.
Why isn't this email password thing going away? It used to work till like a minute ago. See this? Why isn't this going away? Okay.
Oh.
This is just a glitch. Let's see. Let me just refresh it because this was definitely working.
So the text email is supposed to move up, right?
It's supposed to, I think, either move up or just go away, right? Because once I start entering it,
Yeah.
it's just confusing at that point in time. So while I'm going through this, although I have taken like them down in a bullet format, if you guys want to just take like Brother Blahad and Brother Faisal, if you want to just take down any notes, go ahead. Yes, okay. So it did work this time. So yeah. So shake.
Yeah. So it goes
Okay, inshallah.
back and forth. Yeah.
Create account created. What was it? Blah blah. Oh, bro.
Just make a new one.
Stop laughing at me.
Copy, please copy.
Alright, so here we go. It's gonna sign in now, inshallah. So one of the things while this is happening is that you'll see on the network panel we are loading a lot of JavaScript files, like a lot of resources on Angular, and we keep loading them again and again and again and again. Is there no provision for like saving them then, like so we don't have to load them, or how is this thing designed that we have to? Because I think this like I think the backend calls are fast. These are relatively fast. You can tell these were done in like milliseconds, all of them. But these just add up. See, all of these JS calls, and they're done sequentially, and they all add up. Do you guys know if just if you just take this a note on this thing on
Yeah,
why
sure,
are
sure.
these modules
Yeah, sure.
loaded sequentially, and like why do they have to be loaded every single time? But anyways, let's keep.
Okay, let me take the note and the research and let you know. Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Sure.
okay, sounds good.
Sure.
So I want to register for a child. Honorable child is Australia.
So here's the interesting thing: when you go to register for a child,
Right.
The location automatically doesn't populate. So the IP address is not recognized. It only works for when you are not registering for a child.
Right. Yes, I had that in the thing.
Again.
So
Say
you will
again.
notice that as I was filling this information out, I filled my first name, and this drop down I had to select one. It wasn't selected for me. So if I just refresh this page,
Okay.
for a child, not for an adult, but for a child, you'll notice that
Yeah.
it does not.
Actually, what we have done is I know what's going on. I know what's going on actually. I know what we are doing is actually we have a registration screen, right? We have a registration screen, correct?
Right.
We are doing the IP population and IP detection only at that place. We are not doing at this screen. Okay. So basically, we just need to add that over here.
Okay.
We are doing it only on the registration screen. That is why for the student it's happening, for the parent it's happening. because it has already done that while at the registration step. So when you come to the profile, it is showing you properly. And for the dependent, we are not doing it. Basically, yeah, we can add that code over here.
Okay. Also,
Sure.
again, it's a bit of just this has nothing to do with the code, but you'll see that when I just refreshed the page or just loaded the page, just click enter, it made the exact same this specific call twice, which is getting the student profile screen. I think we could optimize that and just I'm not sure why we need, like, there might be, anyways, just bringing it to your attention that this call was made twice from the front end, the student profile screen call.
Oh, okay. Okay. So basically, what you're saying is when you refresh, it's calling the backend again. Is it what you're saying?
I didn't refresh. I just went up here in the bar and I clicked enter. So it wasn't a refresh. It was kind of like the first, like it was a load. And when I loaded the page, it called it twice.
Okay. I got it. Thank you.
Mail again. This was the option that, like, I think we just discussed right now. I have to select my. Okay, anyways, 1, 2, 3. So I want to do all of the above. Actually, I want to improve reading. So whatever, doesn't matter. So at this point in time, I've filled in all the information, but I cannot continue. Like, it does not allow me to continue. That's a front end issue though. Like when I click on it, the button is clickable. It just shows the red button. If I click on it, it is clickable and it fails. And it says that my gender isn't entered. Invalid gender, right? But you'll see the gender is entered, but the gender for the adult isn't entered. Anyways, after a while of testing, I figured out that the way to register a child is to make sure all of the adult information is there too.
But that's not part of the requirement or the flow. It just seems to be an error.
Right. So yeah, bringing that to your attention that you can't register for a child unless you enter adult information, and that is incorrect. Also, another point to take down is that I think I was just discussing this with brother right now, is that 6 to 12 should probably not be in the adult age group.
Yeah.
So just selecting that over here, selecting male. This is already filled in, so that's really good. Reading. So now when I go back to child, now it shows me the right thing. Oh wait, you know what? If I only selected the gender, male, and I went to, it would still show me red, but if I click on it, it refreshes the whole page for me. It will refresh the whole page.
Okay.
Wait, no, that's how it worked. Well, no, it worked this time, so I don't know what it did, but actually, let me check what profile it got back. Age group, 30, contact, dependence. This is the child information, so that's good. And their gender, male. Anyways, so let's say starting off a single day. What did I select? I don't have any options.
I think you selected all of the above.
I selected 2 options actually.
Okay.
I came back here and information on the front end. Although you will see that the call, like the backend call, does not have that information. Interesting. I thought it did have it. Wait.
But the information is not saved.
Well, wait, it didn't even send it the first time.
That's why you're not seeing it.
You know what? Sorry, this. Yeah, I don't send it. This is the one to send it. What did we send for? We did send it. We did. So here is the call in which we send in the information, but we didn't in the response. It did not say. So, Brother Tanveer and Qasman, this is the network screen. I think Brother Abdullah will have a better understanding of what I'm showing him here. So
yeah,
if you guys are getting confused, don't worry about it. I think Brother Abdullah understands exactly what I'm showing him. So, Brother, as you will see that in this call, the dependent information was sent, like the first name and all that information was sent, but in the response, it's not coming back. So I'm guessing something wasn't right. You know what? I can send you the raw request and response for this call, so you can debug it.
Okay, fine.
I'm running a running a proxy, so I'm capturing all of that stuff. So inshallah, you should be able to. I'll send you the raw request and response for this actually. Or, so I can send you right now. Yeah, this is it. So I'll save this, and I'll send it to you.
Also, please put the context. Also, please put the context of this raw request. Yep. So, what did you do before that? Just put one line, two lines on that. Okay.
So this was the case where we sent in and sends in. Or at least does not return it in the response. Please see request and response. Anyways, anyway, so now, so the case that works is if I enter in everything for the child and so just fill in all the information right now for both of them, and then I can so now that I have everything filled out for the adult, I'll go back to the child and I should be able to register him.
This is a major problem, right? It shouldn't be like that.
Right. So I think this time, inshallah, I think the dependent information seems fine. The student name, oh no, student name is still null. I'm not sure what happened because I've definitely seen this working. But anyways, I'll let you guys look into that. Let's go to single day. Okay, so I'm going to mention this. I think Ismail, Brother Tanvi, you already said something, but I'm just going to mention it anyways. So yeah. we see this not able to exactly look what you're looking for, and it says that you need to broaden your criteria. It gives me a time thing. So this might be a question to both us and you guys. So I'm not sure exactly what that means. Like what criteria, why are you showing me timings when I need to broaden my criteria? So what does it mean? I need to broaden my criteria for class. Like I'm guessing the classes I need to have, like, let's say if I have selected all of the above, then I would probably not get this. But anyways, this thing's a bit confusing. So maybe this is a note for us to take.
It's a loose search, actually. Okay. So it's a loose search results. Actually, loose search results. Actually, if it does not match exactly, we do a loose search.
So what do you mean by like, so what has been broadened?
Learning goals. Yeah, learning
goals.
Learning
goals have been broadened. Okay.
Yeah, learning goals. If the learning goal of the student and the teacher are matching, then it's called exact search. Okay. And if the learning goals are ignored, and we compare the rest of like age group and the objective, like the learning objective and all other things are matched, then it's called loose search.
Okay, yeah,
so basically, you did not find anything on exact search. It is still showing based on the loose search.
Okay. Note for us to take, we should probably have a better message saying that we've broadened your learning goals in here.
I have a question, right?
Yes, go ahead.
The question, there could be multiple different scenarios. Remember, we discussed this, where we would need to have, let's say, the idea of loose search results is when the system can't find exactly what the student is looking for, but we all still want to give student an option for them to maybe consider other teacher. The question is it not possible for us to map out the different scenarios and then give the message according to the scenarios, or does it have to be something that is generic, that is across the board?
Yeah, actually, you know better the data is, so we cannot go at the data level. Going to at the data level and showing the message will be very difficult because of a lot of different combinations that we have, the different combinations that we have. But if you can come with something generic, maybe, I don't know, 1 or 2 or 3, we can do that. So basically, it's all up to us to decide what message we have to show.
So what I'm talking about is combinations, right?
Basically, yes, please tell me. Yeah, tell me.
So, like for example, the combination for which, let's say, like the only combination, I guess the major combination where I see that a student could be looking for a teacher, but not having a teacher available is, for example, something like they want to focus only on tafsir, for example, right? And however,
Right.
you don't have at that moment any tafsir teachers available.
Right.
But every other option other than that is something we can offer students. Like for example,
Correct.
our teachers are
Correct.
capable of
Exactly right.
all other options. So my question, you didn't even select tafsir here. Why is the system showing something like this in this scenario? Does that make sense? Do you know what I'm saying?
Want to investigate this, Brother Hussam can go back to the screen of the profile screen. Let's see what he has selected on the learning goals. Then you have to log in as an admin and see all the teachers, what are their preferences. We need to go and compare that and research and come to and give you an answer. Basically, I don't know, just by looking at it, I cannot tell. We need to see what it is not matching. Basically, the learning goals of the teacher and student, we need to validate both to see what Hussam has actually selected as the learning goals and what is there in the profile of the teacher we need to see.
So here's the question now: is the system searching for Hussam as a child or as an adult male?
Okay. Whatever you have selected, I mean, like when you hit the continue button, are you from the dependent page, or you do continue, or from the student, or from the parent page, depending on that. So it does.
Okay. So in this case,
matching.
we're continuing from the child page.
Yes. Based on where you hit the continue button from.
So let's do this quickly, Hussam. So can you go back? Sorry.
Sorry, back to the profile page.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go back. Let's select. Just hit back.
Oh, sorry. I already pressed enter. So.
Okay. So let's select. Are you registering for a child? Okay. There you go. There you go. No child information is saved.
It keeps getting overwritten. I've seen it being persisted before.
Of course. This issue actually raised with Brother Tanveer.
Yeah.
This issue I raised with Brother Tanveer that it's not a good design because every time you will be adding a new dependent. I raised this issue. It's also recorded somewhere, either in Jira or in email. And Brother Tanveer, if you remember, I raised this issue. This is not a very good design, actually, by the way. But you said you explained the scenario of how the dependents are getting registered, and you told me just to leave it as it is. But this is not the good scenario because you're adding every time a new dependent.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Yes, please.
When a person when a person goes back, you're saying it didn't save the information because
it's not the going back. See, the going back itself is not a business scenario. So we should not even allow the going back, in my opinion. We should even disable the back button, actually, in my opinion. Because the going back is not the valid business scenario. I mean, you should do everything based on the buttons, what you have. Like you have the continue.
Okay.
Like you have the continue. We don't have a previous button, for example. We don't have a previous button. So we are using the browser's back button right now, right? To go back, right? Hussam?
I actually just went to this. I clicked on this. I removed everything off of this, and I just went to
the link. You're using the link. Using the link. Yeah. See. So he's using the link to go back. That's not a business scenario. So basically, if you want to go back and retain the data, then you have to give certain flow on the screen for the user to go. But for now, there is no flow like that. There is no business scenario like that to actually flow back to the screen. So if either the user is currently hitting the back button in the browser or changing the link manually like how the Hussam is doing. Both are not actually a valid business flow. So basically, to answer your question, yes, please.
Sorry, maybe I didn't understand the question.
Sorry?
What would you recommend as a solution?
Yeah, what is the current solution is we need to just add a previous button if it is a valid flow. If it is a valid business scenario, like after he clicked, after he saved the profile page, he moved on to the next page, let's say to the schedule screen for scheduling. And if you want to allow the user to go and change the profile, give a link. Okay, I want to change the profile or something, or I want to modify the learning goals, whatever. You need to give a link like how we are having other links. Like for example, the student has come to the single schedule, but if you want to go to the multiple schedule, so we have a link currently, right? We have a current link to go to the multiple schedules, or from the multiple schedule we have a link for go to single schedule. So that's a valid business scenario which you wanted. Likewise, if you think that's valid for the students, in this case, like we have the review page, for example, review page. It is a basically valid scenario for the dependent to change the information. So we are retaining the information there. If you go to the review page, we are retaining the information over there. So if you give me if you give us a valid scenario where it will by adding a button or a link, then we could do that. But if he is going to change the URL for the URL or using a back button of the browser, that's not a valid scenario.
Okay.
You understand my point?
Yes, I understand.
All right.
So just add that to your so your business requirements, and we will do it, inshallah.
Okay.
All right. So I see what you're saying. Like I can see now like when I get the profile, I have 3 dependents. So I think I've completely messed this profile over. Let me just sign out.
Right. Of course, yes. Because of you actually manipulating the URLs directly, or you're hitting the back button. Both are not valid scenarios. So you cannot use that to prove anything, in my opinion. I mean, you can, of course, prove everything, whatever you want to prove, but you cannot say from the business point of view, you cannot, because we will always go back to the Jira. I will go back to the Jira, or I will go to the requirements document where it says that you have to change the URL.
Yeah.
So basically, you cannot do like that. I mean, you cannot hacking thing. And, you understand what I'm saying, right?
No. Okay, so I understand that. So the reason why he did that is because we're trying to figure out.
Which is okay. For the performance issue, that's okay. Whatever is showing from the performance point of view, we completely accept it. We need to fix it. We will fix it. Like for example, loading it twice, thrice, and the performance issue, all that we take it, or we will take it seriously and we'll fix it.
Okay, sure.
But we were talking purely about the business functionality. What you want to give it to the student?
Yeah.
What do you want to give to the students? Yeah.
So Hussam, you selected perfect that
the end user.
And what's improved reading, right?
Yeah. Yes. Let's see. Okay. This time, it still didn't save the user information. Why didn't it save the? So I think, bro, it's not saving the user profile, bro. I'll let you look into it. It's not saving the.
It will save. Do one thing. If you want to try again, just close the browser and then restart the browser again, and then try one clean scenario and see what is happening. And now I cannot say anything because of.
Do you want
happened multiple times.
Do you want me to go to this thing? Maybe just like a incognito window.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, of course. Yeah, you can open a new incognito window. That's good. Yeah, you go to the URL. Now do what you want to do. Dependent or the student profile, whatever you want. Go and add. It should save.
Sure.
Yeah, at this point, you should log in, right? Not a create account, correct? You want to log in, correct? Or you want to create account?
Oh, I just want to do from scratch. I just want to show it you from scratch.
So good. Please, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't understand. Go ahead.
So again, I'll fill in the other information too, so I can register for a child because I can't otherwise. Now.
Yeah, now hit continue. Yeah. Let it go to the schedule page.
It still didn't save the information, bro. But anyways,
How
let's.
do you know? Wait.
Oh,
Let me ask you this. How do you know they did not save?
the response that came back from the student profile screen.
Okay. Wait. Actually, on the response, if you can go to the dependents object, if you can
Yeah,
go to
I'm
the
on the
dependents list.
Yep.
Yeah,
right here.
dependents list, you will see a student reference object. You will see a student reference. Do you see it? Do you see a student ref? It should
Oh,
be
student
inside
ref.
that.
Yeah, I see student ref. Oh, so it's inside student ref then. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I see.
It
I do see it
should
inside
be in
student
that.
ref. I see inside student ref.
So you see it, right? Okay, that's it.
Yeah,
Basically, if you look at the design, how we designed it is inside dependent, you will see a student ref as well as actually you will see also a student. The student is a parent object. That means actually we have multiple students for a parent, and the student ref is the student ref is basically student that is being referred as the dependent. This is dependent.
Okay. All right, that's fine.
Yeah.
Let's go select. Okay. So on the screen, what is this -1D?
Yeah, -1D means since you have used the East American Canada Eastern, right? And when you compare the teacher, which has selected is giving a teacher, so depending on based on the time zone of the teacher, when you convert that time, it is going 1 day minus. -1D is actually 1 day minus. Previous day is basically previous day.
So is this for? So
basically,
if I select
doing
this,
the
this
time
is going to be on Sunday then?
Sorry? Yes. Actually, yes. Basically, no. It is actually converting the teacher's time zone, right?
Okay. No,
So it is
basically, if
only
I select
showing
this
for the
class,
student.
if I select this class,
Yeah,
will
please,
I
go
have?
ahead, yeah.
Will it be on 11 p.m. Sunday or will it be on 11 p.m. Monday?
Yeah, it will be 11 p.m. It should be 11 p.m. Actually, Sunday actually.
Okay.
It should be 11 p.m. Sunday for you.
So, okay, why wouldn't
Wait, no. It should be the 11 p.m. Monday actually. I think what it is doing is it has taken the teacher's Tuesday and actually converted it into the teacher into the student. So it came to you on actually Monday 11 p.m. for you.
So it is 11 p.m. then. So this is fine. Like I should just ignore the -1D, right? Is that what you're saying? This doesn't mean anything to me as a front end user.
Right, correct. So on the top, actually, if you go and change the time zone to the teacher's time zone, it will show you the teacher's time zone. If you want, do you know what is the time zone at the teacher's end?
Actually, no, I have no idea.
Egypt,
I don't know. I selected Egypt,
Okay.
but I'm not sure if it is Egypt or not.
Okay, I don't know either. So you need to check that. So based on that, it's doing the conversion based on that.
So I think that's fine. I'm glad that it did the conversion, but and if it is actually, if I select it and if I do have to take the class on 1 a.m. on Tuesday, I think that's the relevant information. I think at that point we can remove the rest of this information. It's just going to confuse me. I don't know what it means to me.
Yeah.
Okay. So since we cannot just show the time for that because actually we are doing the conversion. So we want to show something for the previous and next day. So you guys can suggest what we can show them.
So actually,
What would be the better first? Next place.
Whatever is the relevant
Next place.
information for that day, we show it for that day. If it's for the next day, like if it says +1, then for the next day, then that slot is shown.
Then it should go to the okay. It should be for the previous days. It should appear in the previous days. That's what you're saying, right? Previous and next day, right? Okay, let me check that and get back to you. Let me take a note on that and check and get back to you on that.
But can you go on Tuesday?
Yeah. Sorry. You want me to keep which time zone?
Keep on this and then just go to Tuesday. I want to see something. I saw something interesting. Okay, so here, what's happening here is that.
So I think this is the one that matches, and this is if it broadens it, it matches these three also. So in case I
Right.
broaden this.
Hmm.
So in this case, it doesn't give me the option of broadening because I guess even if I broaden, I wouldn't get anything. So I guess the logic is that if there are only two classes, we don't like. Does it always show this, or it only shows it if it matches something?
So
Like,
Yeah, right. Actually, we are combining both the results of the loose search and exact search over here.
oh, you're combining them both.
So
Okay.
basically, what it is showing is for the exact search you have matched till 7 a.m. and on the loose search it has matched actually more classes. So we are giving the choice for the student to pick from whatever he wants to pick.
okay.
Okay, in that case, sorry. Just
Hold on.
one
I
second.
have one question
Okay,
Yes,
go
please.
ahead.
because it's related to the teacher profile. For example, okay. Anyway, I think we need to recreate this scenario again and then do this because we had issues updating the teacher profiles. Or changing things there or creating new teacher profiles, so we couldn't do this. But essentially, if this shouldn't happen because you didn't select Tafsir as an option, every other option, it's something that all the teachers have the capacity to do it. So ideally speaking, this message in the middle should not be there because, you know, if it's matching, if it's finding other slots, that means the other teachers are also available and should be okay to teach those subjects, right? I mean, that's area of specialty. So I think we need to do a little bit of clarification on that. So Brother Abdul Ahad, essentially there are two
Yes,
scenarios,
please.
two main scenarios in this.
Yes. Okay.
And so one is, so in terms of specialty, for example, right? Because we have multiple combinations, right? I was wondering if it's possible for the system, I don't know if it's too much to ask for, based on the combination, the results, and the search, the text that comes here, for example. So let's say the student selected tafsir, right? And then say,
Yeah.
okay, we don't have a tafsir specialist for Tuesday.
Okay.
However,
Yeah, we can
here
do that.
there are teachers that can do it. You know, based on what the student selected, if we could, because you are doing the search results anyway, you know what I'm saying? You're doing the matches anyway. I'm just saying if we could make it as if the text here could kind of be intelligent the same way the search is.
Okay.
And,
Okay. Fine. Yeah. Of course.
you know, okay, unfortunately,
We can do that. Yeah, as I told you that if you can able to suggest something for us, it will be great. So we could. So only issue we had was, as I told you, in this case it is tafsir, what the user has actually selected. But actually it could be anything, right? And it could be any combination.
yes.
You could have actually selected the tajweed, basic tajweed, or advanced tajweed, or basic tafsir, and all that. Any one of the options you could have selected.
Yes.
So basically, what are we going to show here? That's the question. I mean, if we want to show only the target matches and not the source from the student, we can do that.
Yeah.
We can show, okay, we have not matched it, but we have found some tafsir teachers for you, some tajweed teachers for you, which is the target, which is the teachers matching learning goals, basically. Yeah, we can show like that if you want. So actually, if we can able to reduce the combination or come with certain format for us, if you can help us, because actually you know the system very well compared to us.
Yeah.
If you just can actually kind of actually, if you can able to let us know a little bit on that, so it will help us actually on this regard. Yeah. What you're saying, actually, I agree with you from the point of view that this message doesn't look good currently, and it doesn't help much the student. That I agree with you. Which I agree with you. And actually, what should be the correct message? I don't have a very good idea because a lot of combinations, so I'm not that clear. So if you can able to help us a little bit on that to reduce the complexity, that will be great. Yes,
Brother
please.
Tanvir, are you taking this down, Brother Tanvir, or are you?
Yeah, taking this down.
Okay. So
just help us. Yeah, please. Yeah, go ahead, Brother Hassan. Go ahead.
Okay. So looking at the fact that you get both match schedules
Yeah,
and broaden
exact section
schedules. So in
Yes.
that case, this does like, and this is probably a question for Brother Tamir more than you, Brother. Like, does this message even make sense? Because no matter what they did, no matter like, even if I selected all the options, I would still not get anything over here. Like, what does it mean?
Yeah, of course, it means that for that teacher, actually, if actually there is no teacher, there is no teacher teaching nothing on Sunday.
Yeah, but so yeah, this part I agree with. It's just the second part of the message is please broaden your availability criteria. Like,
so
there's nothing I can broaden.
Okay.
Right. So when the system can't find anything whatsoever, right? It should be.
Yeah, right.
Can we customize that message or no?
But Hussam, you should also remember that. See, for us, for what we got the requirements from Tanzil is basically we have to match the gender, age groups, and objective no matter what.
Right.
If it doesn't match, then we don't show any results.
Yeah.
This can lose search and exact search only on the learning goals. Remember that, only on the learning goals.
Yes.
When you say
Not on
objective,
other criteria.
when you say objectives,
other criteria.
I did not fill in
Yeah, there is
objectives.
a last field, the last field which you have on the profile, the last field, which is actually what is your reading?
What
reading
are
level,
your
or
learning
what is
goals,
it?
right?
Oh,
That's the
that's
question.
objective.
A last field, brother. Last
Oh,
field.
okay. Well,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
is very confusing for being objective. We should definitely like not say, brother. I don't. That should not like. Anyways, like at this point, like let's say because the object that seems more like what is your current state, and I think the state will not change. It's like I will not change my state from being like.
Correct.
Anyways, so
exactly.
brother,
You got it.
probably,
So those 4 fields are actually fixed, kind of fixed. It has to be there. So basically, if there is a teacher matching with those 4 things, like the age group and gender and that objective and other things, if there is a teacher matching on that day, on Sunday, then it will show the results, or it will not show the results.
Okay. Anyways, moving on. Sorry.
Brother Abdul Ahad, I have one question there. Sorry.
Please.
So
Right.
when a teacher isn't available, for example, for the criterias, this message here, can we customize that scenario?
Of course we can.
We can.
Yeah,
right?
we can do whatever we want to do. Just we wanted you to help us a little bit.
Okay.
On that logic, that's all we want. Okay. Just some guidance on that, and we will do the rest. Sure.
Okay, and then the next question I have is more of a request, which is when a student selects, let's say, a single day, for example, right? Just because the Sunday is the first day of the week, is it possible to take the student to the day where there is a first slot available? Instead, let's say now the
okay.
First it's available.
Possible to.
We take them
of course.
where there is something available. Does that make sense?
Where there is something, yes, it's possible. Yeah, of course, it makes sense, and it's possible. It's possible. Yeah, what you're saying is, if there's nothing available on Sunday, if something available on the Tuesday, why don't we, instead of showing something not found on Sunday, maybe giving a negative answer, why don't we go to the positive and show the Tuesday? That's what you're saying, right? Show the Tuesday time star, which is kind of a more positive approach of showing the data instead of showing the negative approach of showing the data. That's what you're saying, right?
Yes.
But are you taking
that? Yeah, we can do it. Of course, we can do it.
Is someone taking this down?
We can do it.
All these requests.
Yeah, I'm taking it down myself. But also
because I'm not taking anything down. I've already taken my notes down initially before this meeting. I'm not taking down anything else now, guys.
I took this.
Notes which have been directed towards me. I'm taking notes on my side, whatever directed towards me.
Okay, sure.
But it will be good for your side or someone to take. It will also a good idea for someone from your side to take also.
Okay, so I guess I should have asked Brother Tanvir and Kaswani beforehand. This is not really a question for you guys, but why is this drop down here? Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure I've already selected which time zone I want to be. Like, why should I have? Like, it's just why is this? Is this a
No. So I would say at this point, just I know Brother Abdullah had asked me, and I said I was basically debating whether we should keep it or not, but I do think it's becoming like it's making the experience a little bit more heavy. So I think, inshallah, we can
The only reason I'm asking is that currently, because of this drop down, we're doing the calculation for these calculations are happening on the front end.
Right.
Yeah.
So if we
Right,
get rid of
right,
this drop
right,
down,
right.
we can do this
Correct.
calculation on the back end then.
Yeah.
So
Correct.
like back end might be better. But anyways, Kanisha, like you guys figure that out. I'm just gonna continue moving. So let's select it at a time. And I do have 15 minutes to do this and before I get timed out. So stop talking everyone. Let me finish this now. Right, so fill in my phone number 647 123 123 134.
Oh, okay, I know your home phone number now.
I wish that was the phone number.
I can call you for so many marketing things.
I know, dark cleaning. I get a lot of those. Let's keep going. No, I can't afford to help. I'm too cheap to pay for anything else. Let's keep going. Everyone fend for themselves. I'm paying for myself. Everyone else pay for themselves. All right. So about me, it's my child, Australia as well. So first thing first, you'll notice that my teacher information is missing.
Oh, really? Okay, that's not good.
So I have taken a screenshot of this.
Yeah, very good. Can I ask you what time slot is selected on the loose search or on the exact search?
On the exact search.
Exact search, huh? Oh, okay, it's not good.
Yeah.
Oh, this is something good. Yeah, not bad. Okay, go ahead.
And I think because of this, this thing is also this thing is like the order summary.
Probably actually it has encountered a bug. It has encountered an exception or something on the log. Actually, probably. Yeah. Okay. Let me after the end of this meeting, let me go back to the log and see actually what.
Sam, can you go up and do you see your Skype ID? I didn't see it.
I don't even see a section for it, so maybe it's not even shown on this page. Maybe it's not even shown on this page.
It's not showing on this page, the Skype ID.
Was that in the designs? I'm not sure.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, we added the field.
Okay, so you know what? Just to confirm,
Skype ID is not okay.
I will change my schedule just to confirm 100% sure. I'll make sure that I select.
No, you cannot come to the screen without selecting a time slot. First of all.
No. I just didn't know if I had selected from the broadened criteria or not. From
exactly.
I'll just confirm. So this should not be from the broadened criteria, right?
Yeah, 5 p.m. Yeah. Okay, 5 p.m. Yeah, fine. 5 is fine. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Check out.
Yeah, let's go down now.
So the same
this
thing.
Point, yeah. This point you will not see anything because see you have not actually. We are doing that. What you are saying about that is only on the billing page. On the billing page is what they are doing that. See, actually, this is actually if it has missed to bring the teacher on the billing page, it will not bring you again. So basically, there is something. So I would say it's a bug. This is a bug in which we have to look into it.
Okay, so you want me to continue any further because this will fail, right? So if I go to the interview screen,
of course, it'll fail. Actually, at this point, you would have encountered some exception on the log. It's not showing here. It looks like it's not showing on the screen on the front end.
Yeah.
So is it happening to you always, or just happened once or twice, or like actually?
This is happening to me always. With the child, it's happening to me.
With the child only, only with the child. Only the child is happening.
For the adult, I'll go through this after this. I'll go through with the adult.
Adult, yes.
I'll go through that too.
I just wanted to recreate at our end, so we can fix it. That's why I was asking this question.
Right. Yesterday we had an exception in a separate method too. I forget. I'd saved it yesterday, but yeah. Well, anyways, let's forget that. I might have done something wrong. So, anyways, so at this point, I'm going to sign out and then go with the adult flow. Is that fair?
Yes, fair. Please, it's fair. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna create a new account. Okay, so it's doing that thing again. I don't know why it's doing that thing again, but it's doing that thing again.
Brother Abdulhad, do you see this? So basically, you can't.
Yeah. I'm seeing it. Yeah, actually, this was a bug which I reported to my team, and I thought they fixed it. So if you refresh the screen, it should go away. If you refresh that screen,
Refresh,
if you
okay.
refresh that screen wherever you are, it should go away. But actually, yeah, that's also a bug what you just showed me, and I have reported it, and I thought they fixed it.
See, so if you notice that most of these calls, anyways, this anyways, I'll just leave that with you.
Yeah, actually, there is one thing with the Angular. Yeah, I think we can discuss it later on. The Angular has like I don't know how many, 65,000 plus something components it has. It's combination of like thousands of components. Thousands of components it's consist of. One thing with the Angular 2 is this is this is the extra baggage you get into. But actually, we will see this how to optimize it better. Inshallah.
Okay, bro. I don't know much for front end, but isn't there a way to like combine them into one file? You know, like using I don't even know what the tools they have.
Angular the Angular the way it is being architected it's very different. The Angular 2, especially the Angular 2. It is basically component based.
I'll also ask it my work.
Yeah, it's not a JavaScript. It's not based on JavaScript or something.
Okay, fair enough. Like,
yeah,
I'll leave that with you guys.
Talk about it later. Yeah, of course, we will talk about it later.
Inshallah. So let's say inshallah. Okay, so let's go for single day.
Okay.
This is a question on the back end that I had. So
okay.
So if I click on I want multiple day, it will show me multiple day. So if you see the backend call, this is the call for the single day, and this is the call for the multiple day. I don't actually see, like I see from the front end to differentiate it and stuff, but I don't actually see in the back end like we get the exact same data back, right? Or do we not?
No. You will get multiple teachers back. If it is multiple selection, you will get multiple teachers back. And on the single, you will see. But actually, on the data, you will see the same. On the data, you will see most probably the same, unless you have some duplicate time slots. The duplicate time slots would have been removed if you click single, and it will bring the duplicate time slots means the duplicate time slot, but from different teachers. So you will see a slight difference if you have the same time slot for the two teachers. For example, Monday, a teacher is teaching from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Another teacher is also teaching the same 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. On the single, you will not see them duplicated. You will not see both time slots coming in single. In multiple, you see them both coming. So that is the only difference you might see.
So you're saying on if I select multiple, I can actually select which teacher I'm going to be with. If I select single, I cannot really select. Like the system makes a selection for the teacher for me.
Correct.
Okay.
Exactly.
But stuff. That is functionality that you have wanted.
Sorry, can you repeat that? As on a different screen.
Bro, you gotta look at my screen. Working hard here.
I was doing the teacher schedule.
It's okay.
If I could.
You know what? Actually, I wanted to. Let's see if it's okay. You know what? Actually, I want to go back and I want to change my thing. I want to go to all of the above so I can get multiple teachers. Is there a way I can do that, like properly, or no? Or should I just
properly? No. Properly, no. You can only the jugaad way. You can go with the back button. Yeah, with the back button, it should work.
Okay. So let me just do this.
Yeah, back button you can use right now, but yeah, you can use right. No problem. Yeah, you can use it.
Okay, sure.
Right now for this purpose, you can use it. Yeah.
Sure. Wait, that isn't all of the above, but I have so many. Or maybe because of my age group. All right, let me do another jugaad.
The age group is the main criteria.
All right.
If you're done one jugaad, you can do 10 jugaad. There is no difference.
Exactly. So, brother, why did we do that? Like, we changed that on the like the age group. I mean, after 2025 and like the age groups, where did he come up with those from? Okay, I see many more teachers now.
Again, Sorry.
Division of the age groups, you mean?
Yeah.
We just categorize to 5, 6 for ease of.
But then, okay, so I'll tell you why I'm asking. Okay, so you'll see that I have more options now because I am in 21.
Different age group, right?
I am in the age group. Sorry, 1 second, bro. I'm in the age group. What's my age group right now?
90 to 25. Is it the top? It's at the top, right?
Yeah, I'm 19 to 25 age group right now. But then 25 to 35, I had lesser options. So are there teachers who are like, okay, we'll only teach 19 to 25?
Because they were testing, so some teachers they selected in certain age groups. But typically what happens is it's either 55 plus that we have teachers who are not teaching them, like very elderly, or it's 12 and under, right? Basically, some teachers don't teach children. But that data can be manipulated when we update the teacher profiles.
Yeah, I think in that case, we should just create the age groups that way. Like, why even, like, why? Either you're a child or you're regular or you're an adult. Like,
so the reason why we did that is because we also need the data in terms of the students. What is the age group of the specific student for marketing and other purposes to understand the demographics and what kind of people are.
So why not take the date of birth?
No one would give you date of birth.
Or year of birth.
Yeah, I mean, generally people don't.
I'm just saying now it's on the teacher to make sure that he selects the right criteria. Like, okay, I can service this and I can service this and I can service.
Us, we do that. Teachers.
Okay, okay, so
it's very controlled process, believe me.
Sounds good.
On the teacher side, you can select all the age groups. So on the teacher side, you can select as many age groups as you want. So it will match better like that.
Okay. Anyway, so what I was discussing with Brother Abdulahad was that the difference between single and multiple is that for single, let's say on Monday, there are 2 teachers who are available for time 2 a.m. But they will only show 1 teacher at this point, and we cannot decide which teacher. And for multiple, so you can see that right now. Like I don't know.
Yeah, and the system is supposed to assign the teacher with the lowest utilization rate.
But when we click multiple classes,
correct.
When we click multiple classes, then you can have like teacher 1 schedule, teacher 2 schedule, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. So let's say I'm using multiple classes. I want this, and I want this. That's all I can take. Check out.
Man, you're so fast, man. Alhamdulillah.
I've been testing it the whole day today. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1.
So, Brother Abdulahad, Stripe doesn't validate the phone number, huh?
Again, sorry, say again. No. Stripe does not validate the phone number. Yeah, no, it doesn't. It does not validate the phone number. It doesn't require the phone number.
Oh,
and it does not.
What happened?
I clicked on one of those images of credit card and I just came over here.
Those images should not be clickable.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, is this image clickable right now?
Yeah.
So I clicked here and I went here. Sorry, guys. I'm just
let me note down. Note down that it's a bug. Of course, it's a bug.
I'm good at this. I should probably do this professionally. What do you guys think?
Stick to development, bro.
All right. Again, I'm too cheap to help anyone else. Go here.
So still no teacher assigned. Huh?
You know, honestly, bro, I have seen teachers there. Like for the adult, like just some time ago, I saw.
Yeah.
Just some time ago, I saw the teacher. I just don't know what happened.
Yeah. So still no teacher.
Actually, if you enter the credit card number and if you came to the next screen, it should show. And if it's not showing, it's a bug, something going wrong. So that's all I can say because I have always seen it, and it's not happening here. Means it is failing. Basically, it's failing. So okay. I don't think you can continue right now with this. Yeah.
No. Yeah. Anyway, so
this is wrong. This is wrong.
Right. And how do you see your Skype ID here either? No.
No.
We call this actually showstopper. This is like showstopper. Actually, this is Yeah, this is wrong.
Definitely, my show is stopped.
So in my testing, I always seen it, but something is going wrong there. Yeah. Yeah, I need to look at the log actually, but yeah, it will not. In the meeting,
You know,
we cannot
honestly,
check the meeting.
just like I think half an hour before calling you, I have made it to that screen with like a time slot and everything. So I think my age group was probably.
Yeah, whatever
feeling
that is,
really
but there's a
young
bug.
today.
There's like a showstopper basically.
Okay, I'm just
Cannot
gonna try this
continue
one
like
more
this.
time. I'm just because I have.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Try whatever you want to try.
Let this come back. Oh, it did come back, but it didn't show anything. What's going on? Oh, there we go. Nope, this is the
Yeah,
same
it takes
teacher.
some time, slightly. Yeah.
All right, I can't somehow find that. Wait, let's see if I select a different age group.
You put your adult.
So in my local version, I can show
Wait.
you if you want. Yeah. So in my local version, I can
Wait.
launch my local and then show you if you want. I mean, if that's what you want to see.
No,
But
I
it may not
think I
help you,
definitely
right?
seen more options than what I'm seeing right now for sure. Just trying to.
Okay.
Oh, so at this point in time, it's just the front end that's taking time, eh? Oh wait, no Oh, nothing came back. No female teachers. We don't like females. Only males. Sorry, let me try this age group. All right, yeah, you know,
Still only
no, I
one
think
teacher.
I like at this point, nothing else to show you guys. So if anyone else wants to share the screen and take over, you can go ahead.
Okay, so the Abdulahad, I think.
Yes, brother.
So
We have got actually quite some issues we have recorded. We note down quite some issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I wanted to know actually what is the objective of this meeting? Is it to show how you guys are testing it, or to
Yeah.
share
No,
the bugs?
my objective was to
You know what is the objective of this?
On the admin system.
Sorry?
So what happened is we hit the roadblocks in testing because of.
Okay.
And then
Okay, I understand.
the admin side, we couldn't create any.
Showstoppers, basically, all the showstoppers.
Yeah, and we couldn't create any teacher profile successfully, so we just created the profile, but nothing. We couldn't make any schedule whatsoever, and we couldn't update the schedule. We couldn't do anything. So testing different variations was not possible because of that.
Okay, you know what? I'm able to get to the option that I wanted to get to. By the way, so just 1 second, guys.
Okay, alhamdulillah.
So
try, brother.
This thing. So these are what you call them. We call them goals. These are what? These are.
No, these are what are you learning? What is your Quran reading fluency? What can you read?
Yeah, correct. Quran reading fluency, yes.
Okay, so once I change that into can read with tajweed, then I can actually get the options I want to. So now inshallah I'll show you guys. What? No, I still have to select my.
So now you need to go and check. Wait, brother Hussam.
Sorry,
you can go and actually edit. You can go and edit the check. Edit credit card. If you go to the review.
Oh, okay, but no, I want to show you that I can actually get. I actually do get some classes. Like I do get some classes. Like it's not always like I do.
Yeah, now you should. Now I think you should go to the credit card page, right? No, let's see.
Because I think the credit card is already entered. So.
Yeah, no. What I'm saying is, if you go to the page again, that is where we are doing this teacher selection. I mean, that's teacher information is not coming right now.
Oh, that happens on the credit card page. Okay.
That happens only on the credit card page. So if you can go back to the credit card page by edit that. Yes, edit that link and enter the credit card again. Maybe the same, no problem. Yeah, just put the same number if you want to put whatever number you want to put. Yeah, now try. Now see what happens.
All right, I'm feeling good about this one,
Go to the review page, whatever.
I think this is going to work. Inshallah. All right, there we go. Bilal Phillips is going to teach me.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so basically, actually, we are doing that in that page. I know that page. We are doing that teacher determination on that page. Actually, once you enter the credit card is when we are actually assigning the teacher. If you have selected the single.
Right, but then if I go back and change my schedule, then I come back. Then
Yeah. Actually, what I'm saying is it has missed. It has missed to assign it on the first time. So on the second time, whatever the schedule changed, since we are not going to that page, it's not doing it. So it's a bug. Basically, it's a bug. But what I was telling you is to just to
time
get the
you'll see
data on
that.
this for this demo. But it's
Okay, fair enough.
sorry.
Makes sense. Sure. So this
Okay.
this time you'll see that I actually did get a Skype ID and I did get this thing, but
Okay.
my piece is only 5, but I have like so many classes. Is that correct? Is that fees calculation part like is that is
No,
is it
it's
supposed to be
not.
5?
Of course it's not.
No.
No. No. I don't know. Actually, it depends on the data. Wait. Actually, it might. Yeah. It might be 5. So actually, it depends on the dates. Actually, what you are because now it's actually October 30th.
Yeah.
It might have matched only one class for this month. It might have matched
Uh,
probably only one, whatever, I don't know, Monday, Tuesday. It might have matched only one class for this month, and the rest will be built for the next month.
Hussam,
The
can
rest
you
will
go
be built on the 1st of the November. The rest of the classes might be built on the 1st
Oh,
of
so
November.
basically this is that what Brother Tanvir was talking about last week, where we need to show more information about what will be built immediately and what will be built later on.
Right.
So when a student has selected multiple classes, right, then the first
Yeah.
payment is withdrawn right away, right? It's not on the 7th day. So that message was
Right. Correct. True. Correct.
so that message should not be shown for multiple days. It's only so that sentence, for example, the last sentence.
Which is wrong. Which is not correct.
But it should be only shown for a single day, not for multiple days.
Yeah, brother. Tanvir, on the last meeting, you agreed to enter certain comments, right, for us to change that those information.
So I'm trying to.
I mean, I was just wondering, have you entered the comments? Have you entered
I
those
haven't
notes or comments on the
because I was
If you can, please.
Yeah, I was trying to have a conversation with the UX team on how to best present this information. I haven't I haven't heard back
Yeah,
from
if we
them.
can able to, once you entered it, actually we will do it at the time. Yeah, actually
so
once you put that comments, inshallah, we will put it at the time.
And I'm going to do it, inshallah. It's on my backlog.
Okay, inshallah.
Okay, guys, I'm feeling lucky, so I'm going to click complete. I think it's going to work, inshallah. Perfect, it worked. Yeah. So what happens after this point?
On the screen, it didn't show you, still not showing your Skype ID, huh?
No, it's not. I think that's like a bug across. That's fine. The payment went through though, so the payment went through. So what's supposed to? So I guess we don't have it. The next we haven't like. Oh wait. Oh, it showed me this timeout after I've already enrolled.
Yeah, after you've done already. Yeah.
So we shouldn't be seeing that, right? So I guess you're taking that now.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
So, Brother Tanvir, I think the next page after we click complete hasn't been like we haven't designed that yet, or what's the case with that?
That's when the student enters their dashboard.
We don't have that yet, do we?
No, it's not. It's not finished. We've done a couple of prototypes. We've done some mock-ups, but it's not final.
Okay.
But here's the thing, right? So one of the things that was kind of also a big issue for us is inability to add slots to the schedule, right? So Hussam, if you log into the admin portion.
Okay. What will happen? So before I do that, what will happen when I sign out and sign back in as this user? Like, what should I like?
So after you have finished everything, then you would basically, and this is not designed yet, right? So you'd go into your main home screen essentially.
Oh, so I should not be shown that schedule, whatever screen again, right?
You've completed, yes.
But then how can I change my schedule if I want to change?
Actually, those time slots which you have paid for would have been taken now, and those time slots which you have paid for should have been removed from the list. You will see the other time slots.
Yeah. So
okay.
Do you remember the time slots? Because
I probably still have it here. I can probably figure it out.
You should have taken a time. You should have taken a screenshot or something.
Okay. So what was the name of the? Okay, wait. I'll find it.
Okay, let me check Bilal Phillips's schedule.
Do you know what the name of the API call is? What's the API call? Release time slots. Review screen. Okay, review screen should tell me what the time slots are, right?
Yeah.
Hold on. So the time slots are.
I don't think you can. I don't think you can see from here. You need to go to the database for that.
Oh, we
If
don't.
you go to
We
the
don't.
database, you can see it very easily.
Bro, I still haven't been able to get the thing for it. Inshallah, I've asked him to open the.
Yeah, I get that. Huh?
Yeah, I've asked him to open it for us. Inshallah, let's see how it goes. But the thing is, we do show it. Like we do show it, so we must be sending the data from the back somewhere, right? Like I'm pretty sure we probably do send the information.
If you want, I can log into the database. I need to be off from the meeting for 2 minutes. I can give you the time.
But I think, do we want, Rotami, do you want the time slots so you can check if
we can check on the teacher schedule. So it was Dr. Bilal Phillips, right?
Yeah, right. Actually, you're right. Tanvir is right. If you can log in as an admin, if you can able to log in as an admin, you will see.
Okay, let me log in as an
If you
admin.
go to Dr. Bilal Phillips schedule,
Yeah.
you should see all the time slots.
So I should see Hossam at all, right?
Just log in a second.
All right, so teachers.
All right. So. Oh, there you go. I see Hossam's classes.
Nice.
Nice. Good. So Hossam, you'd have to go to the week. But Abdul Ahad, one thing I wanted to ask you is when you log well, basically by default it loads the first week of that month. Is that something we can change to like the loading the current week?
Again.
So for example, month. So if we go week view, Hossam, if you go to week view. Yeah.
Oh, okay, week view. Week view is showing the first week. I mean, week view is showing the current
week.
When
I log in right on the week view, it basically shows the first week of the month, not the current week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But now we are showing. Now we saw the current week now, right? Now we saw the current week.
Can you go to schedule again and see what happens?
So right, let me just try to pop this out. I think there's a way I can pop this thing out. All right, so you don't have to see that.
Yeah,
all right, sorry.
Just go click overview and then come back to schedule.
Yeah.
Click on week now.
Yeah, click on week.
Yeah, and now click on the week.
Yeah. See, so you see October 1 to 7.
Oh, so okay. Wrong. Yeah.
Don't see the current.
Which is wrong. Which is wrong. Yeah. I agree with you. It should show the current week.
So go to click on the arrow buttons and then you'll see the eventually.
That's today, right? 28th. That's today. Oh, it's 29th today.
No, it's 29. So now you see Hossam. But here's the issue, which is when you go to create.
Sorry, you want me to do something, Brother? Is that something you want me to click on?
Hold on. So really interesting. All day today, I was trying to make. I was trying to create a schedule, and I couldn't do it. But is there? Hey, Abdullah, is there a rule about when you're trying to go make schedule? Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a rule that I have to select? I can only select up to 3 months from, when and to until. Like, is it that I can only select?
No.
So, Hussam, can
Only
you
3 months? No.
can you select until next year November?
I think you should allow you whatever date you want.
November 30th.
Yeah. Okay. And then let's say 10, 11, and then go to schedule type available. That's okay. Don't worry. Available, and then go select frequency, select weekly, right?
Yeah, weekly.
Okay.
This time available till 4.
Okay, fine, no problem.
Oh wow. So what happened is all day today, when I was trying to do that, it gave me error for a new teacher.
Okay, what? Okay.
So for example, I created this teacher Muhab Ahmed. Okay. If you go to mail teacher,
Okay.
you will see on second page.
Is this correct though? Why did it go all the way to there? Saturday. What happened here? It's just a viewing thing. What's going on here?
Yeah, I don't know.
If you can able to switch to the monthly view and then come back, if you can switch to the monthly view,
Yes, sure.
a month view.
Okay.
Yeah, you can come down to the date which you created, the schedule for.
I'm just going to November. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on here.
So it basically created a whole bunch of slots for you for the next year on every day.
No, not every. I'm not sure every day. Well, let me go to the next month actually. I'll tell me better.
So it's not every day, and that's the other thing, right? If it's weekly, like.
Oh, the thing is, why did it select Friday and Saturday?
Yeah.
Yeah, because let's go back to the October. Go back to the place where you selected, where you created the schedule, and then actually click the edit button. Yeah. Here you have given actually a November 3 to November 30, which you should not. You should not do that. You should put the same date actually. It should be the same date. The November 3 to November 30 is wrong. It should be November 3 to November 3 or November 30 to November 30th. It cannot be two different dates. It should be the same date.
Oh.
The starting date and ending date should be the same, but the starting time and the ending time should be different.
So what
when
about
you create, you need to create for only one specific day. Only one specific day, not for multiple days.
But I'm saying weekly, so.
Yeah, weekly is what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is you need to create for each of the weekday. For example, Sunday is, let's say November 3 is Tuesday, right? Whatever day that November 3 is. So you need to create for each of these dates. One for Sunday, one for Monday, one for Tuesday, like that for each of the weekdays. You cannot create as a block from Monday to whatever Friday and put 11 to 4. You cannot say that. You cannot do that.
Okay, so let's say
you need to create one for each day. One for each day you need to create.
So it has.
I want to create for one for each day. Basically, I'm saying
that you can create one for each day. Yes.
On the date that is
11/3.
On the Friday.
Correct.
Until the next day.
Correct.
The 30th of Friday, which is also
no, it should not change. Yeah. What's the problem here is if you look at the date, one is actually 2017, and another is 2018. Right? Actually, you change the year.
Yes.
Right, because I want to
change the year.
Go till then. I want the schedule to go till then.
No. Actually, what we understood from Brother Tanvir is whenever you create the schedule for the teacher, it is basically perpetual unless you go and change on a particular future date. For example, if today is November 1, if I go and create for November 1, whatever day it is, it happens to be November, let's say it's a Tuesday. So it will be forever the Tuesday that the time schedule will be same for the teacher. Unless on the December or January or March, whenever in the future date, if the teacher want to change it to something else.
So why do we take the until date?
Sorry, until date is there is no until date.
So we should get rid of this until date.
There is no until date. No, that's true actually, because the screen is for daily and weekly and monthly and all of that stuff. So actually we have the until day here, but on the weekly it doesn't make sense. You're right. Actually, on the weekly we could even disable if you want. On the weekly, if you
it doesn't make sense on any date, because you said it's perpetual always. Until time makes sense. Until date doesn't make sense.
No. On the monthly view it makes sense, right? On the monthly and all. On the monthly, teacher wants to take an I don't know, a day or monthly, probably monthly. If the teacher want to take a vacation, for example, a vacation for like 5 days or 7 days, if he or she want to take a vacation, at the time they can actually pick a from date and to date until date they can pick, and they can click here the monthly actually, monthly or something like that, monthly or yearly something. So actually we have not implemented all of this now. Actually, we have not implemented this daily, monthly, yearly. We have not implemented. What we have implemented only is a weekly. If you want, we can actually. If you want, actually, we can disable the until date. We can disable if you want.
I'll actually talk to Brother Tanveer, discuss, because I'm a bit fresh on this, so I need to discuss with him. Okay.
Please go ahead.
Guys, I'm sorry, but I won't be able to stay on the call for long. It's almost 12. Brother Tanveer, do you want to continue ahead without me, or do you want to do this tomorrow, inshallah, or some other time?
I think if we can sit tomorrow again, that would be better.
Okay, is it possible to do it a little earlier? Because I think if we start at 10:30, we'll run out of time very fast. Like, I don't mind coming here at 9:30 if that's 7, but if that's too early for India. We can.
I think earlier is a bit better.
In my case, I'm fine. Because for the India, I don't mind actually. After Fajr, for me, no problem for me. Anytime after Fajr. But for Faisal, may not able to join. Faisal.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
Could we do 1 hour earlier than like today's time? Is that okay?
Say again?
Could we do 1 hour earlier?
For me, it's fine. I don't know about Faisal.
So for me, it's Fajr time. But what we can do is the meeting can start. I can join in the middle somewhere.
Okay, inshallah. And we're recording everything anyway, inshallah. So I'll send you the link as well.
Yeah, since it's convenient for majority, I can join in the middle and then catch up with whatever I have missed or the recordings, inshallah.
Okay, Jazakallah khair. Brother Abdul Ahad, I will send you
yes, please.
some mobile screen.
Sorry?
I've recorded some stuff on mobile, so some of this stuff will be repetitive, but there are a few things that I wanted you to have a look at. So I'll send you like a Google folder, inshallah. You can look through, inshallah.
Okay, yes, please. Inshallah. Jazakallah.
All right, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum, guys.
Okay, assalamu alaikum, everyone.
Thank you guys for your time.
Jazakallah khair for all your work.
Oh, no, thanks for listening to me, guys. Inshallah, and we'll talk to you guys tomorrow, inshallah.
Okay, inshallah.
Sure, assalamu alaikum.